from WBAY TV. Coverage you can count on. Action 2 News This Morning starts now.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being with us. 6:31 right now. I'm Tammy Elliott.
And I'm Kevin Rumpel. We're following some news into the newsroom. Not a lot of details right now, but something going on Richter Court. Shawano police tell us there's an incident on Richter Court in Shawano. We've got a crew on the way right now. We'll keep you posted on that this half hour.
More than 1,000 people gather on the University of Virginia campus in Charlottesville overnight for a candlelight vigil. They sang spirituals and had a moment of silence for 3 people who died during violence on Saturday. The group peacefully marched in the same place where hundreds of white nationalists protested last Friday. As you may know, several fights broke out that day, and then the next day more rallies led to violence. 2 Virginia state troopers died in a helicopter crash. Their chopper was monitoring the rally. And then 32-year-old Heather Heyer was killed when she was run over by a man in a car who was protesting with the white nationalists. People also gathered in Charlottesville yesterday for a memorial service for Heyer. Family, friends, and co-workers took turns sharing their stories about her. Her parents say she always fought for what she believed in.
She wanted equality. And in this issue of the day of her passing, she wanted to put down hate.
They tried to kill my child to shut her up. Well, guess what? You just magnified her.
President Trump also tweeted about Heyer yesterday. As you see here, he said she was a special woman and will be remembered.
Head over to Catherine, check time saver traffic.
So on your Thursday morning, it'll probably be a somewhat gray and maybe a wet commute for you. Let's take a look at our Department of Transportation cameras. Look at the water on the lens there, 41 at the Lydenville Road exit right on the Howard-Suamico border. Even though it's wet, cars are moving along. As you can see, there's 41 at 76, the Jackson Street exit. Not as wet there. Let's take a look at another Department of Transportation camera so you can get a sense of what the conditions are like around northeast Wisconsin. This is the Sheboygan area, 43 at Highway 23. Want to show you the traffic flow in the Appleton and Oshkosh areas. You see those orange cones. We've got a lot of construction going on, but we're not hearing any reports of significant slowdowns. As a matter of fact, things are cruising. 41 northbound at the Jackson Street exit, average speeds 71 miles an hour. As we go to break, we'll take a look at drive times on 41 between Abrams and Marinette, and then on 141 between Abrams and Crivets. They all look normal right now.
A storm is possible. We've got some storms right along the lakeshore. We had rain come through overnight. That pushed up into the UP. Then we got a brief break, and now in east central Wisconsin, some moderate to occasionally heavy rain. The heavier rain where you see the orange and the red on the radar, especially from Kewanee down towards Manitowoc. And look at all the lightning strikes there. Nothing severe, but there might be some small hail, and there may be some areas that have some ponding of water on the roadways. That's a bit of a nuisance for your morning commute, so keep an eye on that between now and, say, 8 a.m. The rain is swirling. Look at that, right around the Twin Cities. There's a pretty strong area of low pressure. It actually created some tornadoes late yesterday in southern portions of Minnesota. Now, we're not going to have any severe weather, but this storm system is going to pull some warm and muggy air into northeast Wisconsin.
Welcome back. We're following that breaking news we've been telling you about in Shawano County, where there has been a house explosion.
It happened on Richter Court this morning. Want to go live to Kristen Allen, who's there on the scene.
I'm here on Lake Drive in Richter Court where the explosion happened is a little bit further down this road here behind me. We are being kept back quite a distance. You can see there is a Shawano County Sheriff's Deputy squad car here, and there's some more police lights there in the distance. It looks like some sort of truck, a fire truck or something is approaching right now. The home exploded earlier this morning, and a deputy just told me that the house is completely leveled, and right now they're in the process of trying to figure out if the people who live there were home at the time of the explosion or where they may be. They're not sure exactly what caused the explosion. When we were coming into town here earlier, we were coming down Lake Drive. We saw insulation in the street that was gathered on the side of the road. It just kind of looked like snow from when the house exploded, and it kind of blew onto the roadway there. We will be continuing to follow this story throughout the morning and bring you any updates as soon as we learn them. Reporting live in Shawano, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.
All right, thanks for the update. And we also found out some new information overnight about a shooting in Sheboygan. As we first told you last night on Action 2 News at 10, Sheboygan police responded to South 19th Street about 5:30 last night.
And officials say a 25-year-old man was shot in the leg during a fight with 2 other men. He is expected to survive. Police say the men know each other and they are looking for those two suspects. Anyone with information about the shootings asked to call Sheboygan Police.
Brown County Board passing a proposal to help pay for the new County Expo Center. The board approving a plan last night to get most of the arena funding from an excess room tax coming from 7 area municipalities. The rest of the money would come from an already approved 0.5% Brown County sales tax that will take effect on January 1st. Again, that breaking news we're following in Shawano County this morning, where there's been a house explosion.
And it's happened on Richter Court this morning. Let's go back out to Kristen.
Yeah, we're on Lake Drive. We're being kept back quite a distance from where the explosion happened. You can access the Richter Court where the explosion happened down this road here behind me. You can see there's a Shawano County Sheriff's Deputy squad car there, and there's more police and fire trucks down the road. We just learned that there was an explosion around 5 o'clock this morning on Richter Court. I'm told by a deputy that the house is completely leveled, and right now they're in the process of trying to figure out where the people are who lived in that home, whether they were home at the time or somewhere else. Right now, they're not sure what caused this explosion, and I'm also joined by someone who lives nearby this morning, Mike McClone. Thanks so much for chatting with us. Tell us a little bit about what you heard, what you felt earlier this morning.
Well, we're sleeping, and I usually sleep with my earplugs in, and I heard a big bang, and I thought maybe lightning hit a transformer or something, but the power didn't go out or nothing, so I wasn't too concerned about it until I saw the squad cars and the fire trucks going down there. Then I went outside and I talked to the neighbors across the road, and they said that everything fell off their walls. Our place shook, but nothing fell off the walls or nothing.
Mm-hmm. Were you initially concerned at all before you knew it was happening? Were you alarmed at all?
No, not really.
Did you see anything when you walked outside? Any other debris or smoke?
Not until the fire trucks got here.
Okay.
When the fire trucks got here, I went outside to see what was happening, and they said what was happening. So.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for telling us what you saw this morning. We appreciate it. We'll be continuing to follow this story throughout the day and bring you the latest updates as soon as we learn them. Reporting live in Shawano, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.
All right, Kristen, thank you very much. I'll double up on the deodorant today before you head on out.
Yesterday, my 5-year-old said to me, Mama, we need to water the tomato plant. And I was like, no, we don't. It's just like this summer, we've barely watered things because we get it naturally.
The rain has been there, yeah. It has
been a damp summer.
Well, again, we're going to continue to follow that breaking news we brought to you this morning and those live reports in Shawano County. A house leveled by an explosion. And again, the search, they're not sure if anyone was in the home. Again, we'll follow that for you throughout the day today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tammy Elliott, keeping you updated on breaking news that we have been following all morning. A house exploded in Shawano County at about 5 this morning. It happened on Richter Court in the town of Westcott, and Shawano County Sheriff's officials tell us that the home is leveled. You're looking at a map there where this is happening, and they're trying to figure out, officials are trying to figure out if the people who live in that home were actually at home at the time. So Action 2 News reporter Kristen Allen has been out there all morning live. She talked to the man who lives near that home, and he explained how he was sleeping. He heard a big bang, thought it was lightning. He went outside, saw squad cars and fire trucks, and talking then with another neighbor who told him that everything fell off their walls. So Kristen is working to get more details on this. We don't know what caused the explosion. Of course, count on Action 2 News to follow the story on air and online. We'll have another update and hopefully some new information. Our next news update coming up at 8:25. Hi there, everyone. 8:27. I'm Tammy Elliott, keeping you updated on that breaking news we've been following all morning in Shawano County, where a house exploded at about 5 this morning. It happened on Richter Court in the town of Westcott. Shawano County Sheriff's officials tell us the home is leveled. Right now, they're trying to figure out if the people who live there were home. Action 2 News reporter Kristen Allen has been out there all morning reporting live, and she's been tweeting as well. She shared this picture. Look at this. Is all insulation that is blown across yards there near that home that exploded. Now, Kristen talked to the man who lives near the home. He explained how he was sleeping, heard a big bang, thought it was lightning. He went outside and saw the squad cars and fire trucks. Kristen's there working to get more details. We don't know what caused that home explosion in Shawano County. Count on Action 2 News to follow the story on air and online. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tammy Elliott. New information just in on that breaking news that we've been following all morning. A home leveled in an explosion in Shawano County happened earlier this morning on Richter Court north of Shawano Lake. Kristen Allen just talked with investigators, and she joins us live.
We're being kept back a distance from where the explosion happened on Richter Court, but from what we've been told, we believe the explosion happened about a quarter mile behind these woods across the street from us. We are on a Lake Drive here, so we've been told that the explosion happened behind these woods. Now, if you take a look over here along Lake Drive, you can see all the insulation that blew over here after the explosion happened. It happened around 5 o'clock this morning. Now, I did just speak with an investigator a short time ago, and he told me that they were able to make contact with the homeowner, but they are still unsure if anyone else was in the house when the explosion happened. So that's what they're trying to figure out right now. The state fire marshal is investigating. There's no word yet on what may have caused this explosion. We will continue to follow this story throughout the day and be here and bring you any updates as soon as we learn them. Reporting live in the town of Westcott, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.